It ain't every day the warden comes down here to say goodbye to a prisoner who's served his time, Guard Roland Thomas said. Out the front door, too, instead of the gate where most of the other inmates walk out. He had been inspired to comment when they saw Warden Matthew Wheeler waiting by the front door of the main prison administration building. Malcolm Hazard was very much aware of that fact, but he wasn't surprised to see the warden. He had participated in many heart-to-heart talks with Warden Wheeler about the paths in life that lead men to evil endings. Hazard was fortunate to have been incarcerated in the Texas State Prison at a time when Wheeler was warden. I praise the Lord that they sent me to this prison where a Christian man was in charge, a man who was dedicated to saving the souls of those who had strayed to do the work of the devil. He looked at the guard and smiled. I wish that you had come to some of our prayer meetings. It might have enlightened your soul. I hope you'll consider doing that sometime. Thomas chuckled. I don't know about that, Hazard. Don't know if they'll even keep it up after you've gone. Like most of the other guards, he wasn't totally convinced that Malcolm Hazard had truly been saved. He had to allow, however, that Hazard wouldn't be the first inmate who decided to walk the straight and narrow after serving his time. In Hazard's case, it had resulted in an early release after serving only 5 years of a 15-year sentence. But Thomas was convinced that Hazard had played the warden like a fiddle. For the warden's sake, he hoped Hazard continued to walk the straight path after he left there. Well, Malcolm, the big day has finally come, the warden said as he walked to meet Hazard, his hand outstretched. I wanted to be here to walk out that door with you to the first day of the rest of your life. I feel like you are the perfect example of what can be accomplished to rehabilitate an inmate during his prison sentence. I think I can count on you to make our work here at Huntsville proud. Thank you, sir, Malcolm replied humbly. I have you to thank for putting me on the right path for the rest of my life, and I hope to bring the word of the Lord to as many miserable and confused souls as I can. He glanced down at the Bible he was carrying. I know I have my guide to rely on, and I know if a miserable soul like mine can be shown the true light, then there's hope for everyone. I only hope you know how grateful I am to you for helping me to see that light. Wheeler smiled, pleased. We can all be beacons of light for the unsaved. I know you will be a powerful servant of the Lord. He nodded toward Roland Thomas, and Thomas went to the door and held it open as the warden and Hazard walked through. God be with you, Malcolm. And with you and the staff here at the prison, Hazard responded. As soon as they stepped outside, Hazard was hailed by 2 men waiting in the street in front of the prison building. They were holding the reins of 3 saddled horses, as well as lead ropes for 2 pack horses. Malcolm returned their greetings and briefly explained to Wheeler that one of them, the heavy-set man with the dark beard and the ill-fitting morning coat, was his brother Ormond. The man with him was a family friend by the name of Pete Russell. When he read the question in the warden's eyes, he said, I know they're rough-looking men,